Moved to Richmond in 1987. I wasn't much of a runner. I played hockey in Rhode Island and baseball. And then the Richmond Times-Dispatch, they sponsored the marathon. And they said a marathon is like a mini Mount Everest that comes to a town near you. So I registered to run. I was one of the last runners to finish. And I thought I'd never run a marathon again. But then a few months later, I ran one in Pittsburgh and then one in Columbus, Ohio. And then I thought, wouldn't it be great to run one in every state? So that's what I did. It took me 17 years to run a marathon in every state. In all, I've run 66 marathons. Well, with my age, I'm 66 now. I thought, I've done everything I want to do in running. And then I got on the bike and I discovered the Capitol Trail. And boy, 52 miles from Williamsburg to Richmond, and that's part of the Trans-America Bike Trail. It's a trail that goes to the West Coast. So I looked into that, and I thought, wouldn't it be great to ride across the country? And I had the time, and I was still working. I'm a professional speaker on memory skills. And I rode my bike a few years ago from my driveway to Vancouver, British Columbia. Well, I've already put the sneakers away, I've put the bike away, and I thought, wouldn't it be great to paddle? And I've come to the James River, and I thought, wouldn't it be something to paddle the Mississippi River from the headwaters of Lake Itasca, Minnesota, to the Gulf of Mexico. So I came to the James River, I had a kayak, and I spent a few weekends practicing paddling, and then this summer I paddled the 2,400 miles from Minnesota to the Gulf of Mexico. It took me 120 days, actually. I speak on memory skills, so I did have speeches that I attended. I was able to put the kayak up in a safe spot. I would go to the airport, take a shower, put on a nice suit, give my speech, and come back to the kayak. And I had 6 speeches across the country, and I always came back to where I left off on the kayak. It took me 120 days. You do a lot of thinking, and I wrote a book on my paddling experience, and I titled it Strokes of Kindness. So many wonderful people across the country were able to help me. The first week on the river, I capsized, developed a foot infection, and had a young couple take care of me. They took me to the hospital, they took me to the medical facility, had my foot taken care of. People who held my kayak while I was gone, just wonderful folks along the way. And of course you think about your loved ones. You think about, I have twin boys who now 26 years old, and also just the beauty of being out on the river. And I've seen things that a lot of people haven't seen because you're out in the middle of the river, eagles flying overhead. It's just a wonderful experience, very peaceful, and one of the best things I've ever done.